Welcome to the Hoop Threads podcast. Here with another prospect spotlight. With my second Massanutten Military Academy interview of the day with 2026 6'5" guard Ray. How we feeling today, man?
I'm doing good.
All right, man. Let's get right into it. I got to see you play this past week in the Mount Zion tournament. Like kind of like the different blend of skills that you bring to the game. Really intriguing kind of prospect that can play either guard spot and do a little bit of everything. So we'll talk to the basketball. We'll get to the basketball stuff in a second, but let's get to the warm up first. So, what's your favorite sports drink?
I like my favorite sports drink is Gatorade.
Okay. Any specific flavor?
Usually probably like the berry
Okay.
or green apple. I like green apple.
Good call. PS5, Xbox, or PC?
Uh,
PS5, what are you playing on that?
Mostly in the recent years I've been playing like 2K, FIFA, and Warzone.
Okay.
Like,
What's the best basketball shoe and best non-hooping shoe?
best basketball shoe I say is the Kobe 6 or either Sabrina 1.
Okay.
And off the court, probably my Uggs Tasman slippers. I like those. They're really comfortable. Or some Crocs.
Okay. You're not crocking, not rocking. What's your favorite meal? So entree, appetizer, dessert, drink, all that.
My favorite meal is probably some probably like a mac and cheese, something like that. Or yeah. And my favorite like desserts like probably like some cake or like an ice cream sandwich, something like that.
Mm, good call. I like that. And any favorite drink, or you having green apple Gatorade with that too?
Favorite drink, probably either Fanta or Sprite, one of those two. Or some mango juice.
Okay. Keeping it simple. I like it. What's your favorite basketball environment to play in? Could be AAU, could be back home in Canada, could be somewhere local. What's the best environment you played in so far?
Probably the Peach Jam.
Hmm.
Peach Jam and UIBL. Probably my favorite and the best experience I've ever had playing
Cool.
basketball.
Cool. What person have you met that you were in awe of? Doesn't have to be an athlete, but could be an athlete too.
Probably um, either Leonard Miller he's on the Timberwolves right now,
Hmm.
or Mario Shiok. He's a NBA player for my city, like the first ever drafted player for my
Mm,
city.
gotcha.
So
What city are you from again? Say it one more time.
Ottawa, Canada.
Perfect. Okay, cool. Yeah, he played, I think he started in Virginia and then he ended up at
Yeah,
like
he went
Iowa,
to
right?
Iowa. I think Iowa State.
Gotcha. Iowa State. Yeah, that's it. All right, cool. Tell me last warm-up question. Tell me about your first dunk, your first in-game dunk.
My first in-game dunk was in I think Springfield, Massachusetts, in the Hoop Hall Classic. We're playing Bremer May. I got a steal, and I went up off one, just slammed it. It felt great, honestly.
Did you know you were gonna get high enough to pull it off?
Honestly, like I wasn't really even thinking. It was just like a natural instinct, and I just went up. Like it was like my body like just did whatever it wanted. Just I dunked it.
Nice. Oh, that's a good moment, man. So how did you get started in the game? Did your family kind of grow up playing it?
Not really. I just like I grew up playing. At first, I like soccer better, and then I started watching more of the NBA, and then I wanted to play basketball since I was like usually I was taller than most of the kids when I was younger, so I made a tradition of basketball, and I just stuck with it ever since.
Okay. Talk about, coming to Massanutten Military Academy in Virginia from all the way from Ottawa, Canada. How did that kind of journey come about?
It was great, honestly. I uh I never really expected all this when I first came here because I didn't really know much about the school. I thought I was gonna be like a on the high school team because I came with my brother and I thought like he was gonna be on the post grad, I was gonna be in high school, but I didn't know I was gonna play the post grad team and it was great from there.
Mm, okay. Your brother is a 6'9" freshman at Lincoln Memorial, Windang Ray. When was the first time you beat him in one-on-one?
First time I beat him was this it was after this last season in like March or April. We had a one-on-one tournament and I met him in the semifinals and then I finally beat him for the first time and I feel good. I think
What was the game to?
it was up to 7 with 3 dribbles.
Okay. You were good.
It was a long match, honestly.
You were getting to the basket, or you were hitting shots.
A little bit of both.
Okay. Okay, gotcha. That must have been a sweet, sweet victory, man. I still to this day don't let my brother win in anything. Who do you model your game after?
I like to model my game after like Paul George, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, and a little bit of some Kevin Durant.
Okay. It's a wide ranging skill set there, man. That makes sense. Let's do a self scout. Talk about your strengths and weaknesses, kind of some things that you're best at, and then some things that you feel like you need to work on.
My best ability actually is my defense, my finishing, my I'm able to rebound, average about 7 to 8 rebounds a game at my size, and I can shoot also, but I can work on that, and my I can work on my handle more, and I want to improve my like IQ and playmaking. So I want to get more assists.
Mm, okay. I think that that's pretty accurate, man. Like I said, you do a little bit of everything. I think kind of adding that kind of burst, off that back foot, kind of that first step to get by guys. And just kind of adding in more vertical pop, like leaping ability, will allow you to get even more rebounds and then kind of finish at an even higher level around the basket. I think right now you're a pretty good catch and shoot shooter, kind of the same kind of form and follow through every time. I think kind of the next step will be creating your own stuff, like you said, off the bounce. Once kind of your handle kind of evolves to that point. And then also just kind of creating from that off the bounce. I think defensively, like you said, you're really good. One of the better, if not the best defender on your team. And I'm told you might have been the best defender on your team last year too. So it's good to hear that you use that part of your game to kind of carve out a role. So let's take me through your game day prep. Do you have a certain routine or a way that you prepare for each game the day of, or is it kind of business as usual?
Usually we wake up, we go to breakfast, and then we have shoot around, and then after shoot around we go pregame meal, and then and I'll go to the gym like 2 hours before the game. I'll get ready, get my stuff on, and then I'll I'll add my like trainer stuff like some pre-wrap around my knees and like I'll take my right ankle and then I'll get ready, get on the court, team stretch, then do everything with the team, and then that's how I get ready. And I usually pray before the games, make sure I play my best.
Cool. Okay. Talk about choosing the AAU team, like choosing AAU teams last season, and then kind of what that process will look like this year too.
I chose Boo Williams. That team was the team that was wanted me the most, and it was a good year this year. And getting a little bit, some offers, and I gained a lot of interest. So it was good. This year, I'll be going to like a team uh, I'll probably stay in the EYBL. I wanna because I feel like I can get more looks there, and I just want to go to a team that I don't want that wants me the most, and that like I don't like want to go there because like their name or something. I just want a team that will let me come in and work and just help me do what I do best to
Okay.
showcase my skills.
Gotcha. So boo's still a possibility there.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
100%.
Okay, cool. Talk about a time that you faced some adversity and the tools that you used to navigate through that time period.
Hey, began the season this year. I was I was on a really bad shooting slump. I was like probably like 50% from three this year at the beginning of the year. And then I got in the gym a lot. And then now I got myself back up to like 35% from three. And I'm just keep going up and up and keep getting to the gym.
Nice. Talking about that gym schedule, what parts of your game do you feel like you've been working on the most, and what do you feel like you've added since last season?
I feel like I've been working on my shooting the most because it's hard to be like a consistent shooter, especially with my long arms. I just try to like get the feel every night, every day after practice and before practice. And I've been working on my we've been working on bounce, my athletic ability, and I feel like I've been jumping way higher, faster. I've gained more muscle, and yeah, that's all.
What is your self-talk like during a bad game?
Just keep like doing what I do best, keep attacking. If I'm not playing good offensively, I'll like do what I can control like on the defensive end, bring my energy, and I just keep like I'm not gonna just relax on offense, even though I'm having a bad shooting day. I'm gonna keep shooting, and hopefully it falls.
Tell me a part of your game that flies under the radar or is kind of undervalued.
I feel like my athletic ability has taken a jump. People haven't really seen me like dunk last year because last year I wasn't able to really get up as easy now, but as now, but now I'm able to. I can dunk off vert. I can jump over. I already caught some dunks this year, like 8, 10, somewhere around there. And
Mhm.
last year I've only had like one or two. So
Hmm. Okay. No, that's a good answer, man. So physical spots on the floor, what parts of the floor do you feel the most and the least comfortable right now?
comfortable probably the corner. It's hard to work in the corner. Where there's not a lot of space and all the defense is set up in the corner. But I feel like probably the wing, probably the easiest because if I come off like from like a screen and go to my left, go to the middle, that's where like the open areas and if I drive and someone helps, I can kick it out. But if no one helps, I can just go all the way to the basket.
Hmm. With more kind of on-ball responsibility this year that Coach Peary's asking of you, what specific details is he on you the most about, now that you're in that bigger role with the ball in your hands a lot?
Probably being more aggressive,
Mm,
getting a lot of paint touches because when you get paint touches, it opens up the defense and I can either score or kick out to the man who's helping and it gets everyone gets good shots and we'll all be happy.
mm, makes sense. So rank these three in order of importance to you, kind of relatively speaking. So one being the most important, and then kind of working your way down. Game-winning assists, game-winning basket, game-winning defensive stop.
Number one, probably a defensive stop. Number two, probably a game winning shot. And number three, probably game winning assist.
Okay. What are some things that matter to you that you value both on and off the court, kind of within your relationships? What are some things that are really important to you?
Probably the most important stuff I think is consistency
Mm,
because in life you just need to be consistent with everything you do. You can't be one day up, one day down. If you just have a steady flow in life, then life should be way easier.
okay, no, that makes sense. Um, we're not going to talk about specific schools that are recruiting you. I think the only offer that I saw right now is Arizona State, correct?
I have
Gotcha.
NJIT.
NJIT. Okay. Shout out to NJIT. Talk about some things that are important to you, whether, it's a big school, small school, East Coast, West Coast, warm weather, cold weather, whether you'd rather kind of be the man on campus at a smaller school or, a really good role player on a deep team that wins a lot of games, what type of coaching style you respond to the best as far as, someone that's really tough on you versus someone that kind of just lets you rock. Fast paced style, walk it up style. What are you going to be looking for when you do make that decision in like, a year and a half?
Probably just like a school that wants me and like I feel welcome and I can play at good system. Like I don't really it don't really matter like what like East Coast, West Coast. Like I can do the cold because I'm from Canada and the hot I would like the hot honestly. So it honestly don't matter to me. And I
What's
like
been
a
the
coach that's like
go ahead.
hard. I would like a coach that's hard working and that pushes me to my limit.
Hmm. Okay. Talk about what's been like the most difficult adjustment kind of being away from home and how you've kind of figured out ways to kind of stay in touch with your family and friends back home while kind of building this life and staying locked in on the basketball stuff in Massanutten.
I usually call my family at night, maybe like once a day or like once every 2 days. I like keep in contact with them. And my friends, I talk to them like every day, so it's not really that hard to like adjust with it.
Okay. No, I got you. Tell me about your interests and hobbies off the court. Do you have any hidden talents that we don't know about?
I'm really good at video games. I honestly I enjoy soccer a lot. I like watching it and like seeing it.
Okay, gotcha. If basketball didn't work out for you, God forbid you have some sort of injury and you had to kind of pivot to something different, what would your plan be for, the next 30 or so years of your life?
Probably be like a business person, like real estate, something like that.
Hmm. Okay. Give me some of your goals this year. Not just individual goals, but team goals too. What are some things you have your sights set on this season?
Like to go to the national championship and hopefully win it all and get some offers and just help my team win and game. Like,
Okay.
yeah, I like to just like I just like to win,
Okay.
help my team as much. And
Gotcha. Okay. If someone gifted you 100 grand right now, how would you spend it?
I'll probably buy like a car and probably like save the rest of the money.
Hmm. Okay, gotcha. Doing some investments there. Oh, that's good, man. That's good. It's always good to plan ahead. What has been your happiest moment on a basketball court so far?
Maybe going to the national championship. I mean national tournament. It was a great experience seeing all them great prep teams. And yeah, probably that. Or going to EYBL. Because that was like one of my childhood like dreams, playing at EYBL.
Okay. Talk about the difference in play style, from back home in Canada versus America. What are some things that you've had to get adjusted to? And what are some parts of, growing up there and learning the game there, developing there that have helped you with the American game once you did come over?
Like I feel like most of the stuff is fairly similar, except for like the um the speed of the game and like the athleticism of the kids here. Because all kids here are jumping out the gym like 35% verticals. And like when I first came, it was hard because everyone's jumping higher than me. But I adjusted. So
Last question, man. Really appreciate the time today. What is your why? Why do you work so hard at the game? Why do you sacrifice so much for it? Why did you move to rural Virginia from Canada to kind of set yourself on this path towards success? What is your why?
I just my family. I wanna make sure they live stress free the rest of their life because of all the work they put in for me. And I just love basketball. So I wanna go to the league and like I just want to do something that I love for the rest of my life instead of doing like a regular job that I don't really like. I would like to do something that I actually enjoy while making money.
Hmm, there we go. All right, Ray, we really appreciate the time today and look forward to watching you the next 2 years, man.